So, I'm bad at card games.
Have a good game. Go ahead. You can play this game. Let's go.
Alright, so at this point, he's just starting out with his generals, right? So I'm thinking, okay, this can't be anything that bad. Right now, we just need to focus on what we're doing. So I start off with Moomin Rider so I can get the extra energy generation, and then use King to bounce it. Kind of show that I have like one of the weakest cards I just really have to worry about as a raid target, while also getting King on the board.
No, that's alright.
That's just a fancy way of me saying I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, he plays the Zero King, and then immediately gets that on the board, which is the Saitama's apartment to search a card that he needs. And at this point, he's getting a really, really good start. So, I'm not sure what I'm doing now, right? Now, he's got out the 3-1, which is kind of a big guy. But I'm not too worried about it, because he doesn't really do that much that I need to worry about specifically. As long as he doesn't play it on the next turn. So I start out with my Zero King, because this is the card you really want to restand with Saitama. I send out a hero, so I can restand my stuff. And at this point now, I'm just basically playing the long game. I put out my 3 Genos, that way I have him on board. And then I just throw in Saitama on the back line, so that way I have energy generation. At this point, I got the 5 I need, so I can get out the big guy. And now, I'm essentially just looking back at this. So, at this point, the important stuff is on the board now. We both got the energy we need to start playing important stuff. I have the Saitama moved, and he pulls out the big guy, which immediately throws me into chagrin. I decide to take the 2 damage, because at this point, I don't want to lose that Genos yet. So I get my 5-2 Saitama, and I have a King that goes into the sideline. At this point, I've got nothing, right? So he puts his King 0 on the bottom of the deck to restand his Saitama. So now he's got a 10k block. So at this point, it's just a race to see if I can either bait him into blocking, or simply just swing into him. So then I respond with my Saitama. I know, basic ass art, don't judge me. And now I'm essentially just in the game of moving him up, and then I just decide to put a Genos in the back line, so that way I can get some more energy generation, as well as having a raid target if I get hit. At this point, I swing with my Saitama, he doesn't block. He gets a Hellish Blizzard raid, which is really going to bite me in the ass later. I swing with my other Saitama, hoping, praying he blocks, but he doesn't. He gets his Saitama, which is a boost, which he doesn't really need. And now at this point, we're back into the main part of the game. Now, we're going to get to an interesting part. He starts off by, and honestly, I didn't really see this coming. Like, he's looking at his cards, right? So I'm thinking, what is he playing? And oh shit, he's either going into the 4 raid or the 3 raid. So he's going to the 4 raid, which means that he's going to have impact, which at this point is not great for me. Because I can block the impact with my Saitama, block the Saitama with my Genos, which restands the Saitama if I need a 3rd block. But the question is, do I really want to do that? This is kind of the risk-reward kind of scenario. Because we both got a Saitama we can move, but he's probably going to move it up. Which is the one thing I will say that balances out this deck, is that they just constantly either aren't, there's no blocking, so it's a very aggressive deck. It kind of fixes the problem that the kiosk decks had. And at this point, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, am I boned? Because he moved up the Genos, but he didn't raid it. Because I know he has it, and I know you guys saw it. He searches out, uses hero, plays a Hellish Blizzard, and at this point, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, he's cooking something, but what exactly, I don't know. Now, I want you to pay attention to that card he just added. That's the 3/1 Genos that gets the restand. Which doesn't sound all that bad, right? Until you remember, oh shit, the 4/1 raid. Which I didn't pay attention to, and this is what bites me in the ass later. So he's got the 4/1 raid out, and I want you to remember that ability where when it's sidelined, you can play a 3/1 from your hand. I still don't understand why he didn't raid the 0. That feels like a misplay to me. Anyways, he pulls up the Saitama. And at this point, he's ready for violence. He's got a full board. He's getting at least 2 hits in. One of which is a damage 2. So theoretically, I have to block one or I'm dead. So now he sends to give his Saitama impact. So he swings damage 2, impact 1.
No impact.
So I have to cook here. And I make a decision that I kind of regret, and I just take the damage 2. I get a sideline, and I get a nothing. So I sideline his Genos, and then he pulls out the 3/1. So at this point I realize that I made a terrible decision, but at least he doesn't get impact. But now I can't sideline that, or that'll restand his Saitama. So I take that second hit, that, and then I just block the 3/1 with the Saitama, block the 0 with the Genos. So now I'm at 2 damage. I should, honestly, I should have sidelined the 0. It sounds counterintuitive, but then I could have blocked the impact, and he wouldn't have gotten the 3 body on board for an extra hit. So I put out, and then here's my biggest misplay. Here's what I hate so much.
And we're gonna activate his ability, sideline that, make him impact. Yep.
Pay attention to what I just did. I sidelined to give the Saitama impact. Then I remembered that one gets the sideline one when it's played. So to fix the game state, we send that. You might not see the error here. He gets a Hellish Blizzard raid, that gives him a block. Great. Wonderful. I swing 4K.
And you got me on the last one.
Thinks for a minute.
Nope.
He takes it.
Hello?
3 of your specials? Okay.
Now you may be wondering, sir, I don't see the issue here. He's only got 1 hit left. He's forced to block. He's gonna have nothing on board. So then he rests my Saitama, so I can't swing for game. Because he's still got 2 cards left. I swing, he blocks. Move my guy, restand him. And at this point, I have 1 blocker, no life. Like, I am basically screwed. But, if I survive this turn, I can go for the kill. As long as I can get enough on board to hit him, that is, I should be fine.
Interesting choice. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Cooking, we're waiting.
Yeah, you pay an AP and you pop someone matching his.
We'll block with him. His ability restands him.
Take your winner card from Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You're welcome.
Block.
Oh,
Yeah.
you good. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So then at this point, my turn starts, and I think, alright,
What do you get?
as long as I use the 4-2 Saitama I have, I can get enough on board, and then I can hit it. Then I realized something. Remember that little bit of foreshadowing I did? An important question now arises. Where's my 4-2 Saitama?
And we're gonna activate his ability, sideline that, make him impact. Yep.
Now at this point, it was basically all over. There wasn't really much I could do. So I kind of looked at the board and I realized, okay, with the stuff I've got, my best bet is to move everything up. Just go for a game, because he's only got one hit left. Because, I mean, what? It's not like he's got more than 2 blocks. So he blocks that one first, plays that.
I see now.
At this point, I know I'm fucked. So I swing again. He blocked with that one. I swing with the 10k. He blocks with that. It dies to restand that. And now I'm dead. All he has to do is move his guy up, and then he's got the hit he needs on me. Unless it's a final, but I never have that luck. Anyways, he doesn't do that. Instead, he starts cooking for some reason. He's like, this requires thought. Yeah, then, for some reason, he starts, putting a guy at the top. And at this point, I'm not seeing through it, so I'm like, did he misplay?
To move up to say king. Or no, because you have to draw on the
Yeah, and he sends that. And so then, at this point, he incinerate cannons.
Oh yeah.
And he kills my Genos. And at this point, I'm like, alright, so then he starts swinging. And he sent his 5-2 Saitama, which he could at least put that in the front line and just rubbed it in. And that's the end of the game. So yeah, I mean, if you like that, be sure to, I don't fucking know, subscribe or some shit. See if I care. Maybe I'll do a video on Ultra Kill, because I could do a video on my runs on Prime 2nd. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Please! I hate you so much, please. Probably only take like 20 minutes, tops. It's 4 hours. You know, very, very minimum effort, just like a calm, chill kind of thing. I'm going to cut off your nutsack and nail it to my door. Anyways, I don't know, probably see you guys in like 5 fucking years because the ARC video is taking forever because my dumbass brother had to go to the Air Force. We'll see ya.